In this video, I'm going to teach you guys how you actually can sell saturated products and make a lot of money with it. Because you guys already know I hate saturated products, I don't do it at all. But I actually find a couple of ways you could sell a saturated product and make up to 7 figures with it. Obviously, most of you guys, if you're doing good, you might make 6 figures. 7 is probably a little extreme. But anyways, the point of the moral of the story is that I have a way that you guys can make a lot of money doing saturated products. So let's just get straight into all the tips. What's going on, guys? I'm the ecom boss. So you guys already know there's gonna be a lot of value dropped here. Please do me a favor, smash the like button. That's everything I ask in return. And please do subscribe. You guys subscribe because you don't want to miss out on the content we drop on this channel. Last video's free 30-minute consulting code giveaway winner is aloe vera. You can message me, my Instagram will be here. And that's it. Let's just get into the video. If you want to win the next free 30-minute consulting code giveaway, make sure that you comment the boss is back and subscribe to the channel and like the video, and you're already in for the giveaway. So without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. So selling saturated products is probably not the easiest thing you could ever do, but whatever you're doing, dropshipping is still not going to be too easy, right? You know, I tend to do a lot of untapped products, but I've managed to find a way, like I told you guys, to sell saturated products. So it's not going to be easy, but it could be easier than a lot of other strategies. So let's just get straight into this. So when you sell a saturated product, your goal is to get that saturated product into sort of more like an untapped category. That means working with different interests, not selling to certain countries and stuff. So the first golden tip that I will have when you're going to do saturated products is to use Google Trends. Search up the product. Let's just say that you're selling an acne remover. Then search acne remover on Google Trends and see which countries that's engaging the most with it. So most of them will probably be in the US, you know. So let's just say that US, UK, Spain, and France is the countries where acne removers are the biggest. They're really interested in. Then what I would do in my ads is I would exclude these countries. So don't advertise the saturated products to countries that's like sort of already popped off in. You want to sell it to another place. So the first thing you need to figure out is which country should I not sell it to, and the countries that you should not sell it to is the countries that's really interested in it. The US will most likely be the one that has the highest interest because every product is in high interest in the US. The moral of the story, if it's saturated in the UK, the US, you exclude those countries. You go worldwide, always go worldwide. That gives you a golden chance because most of these guys, they're doing e-packet. They run a saturated product to all the e-packet countries, which everyone is doing. So you might as well just go worldwide. Worldwide works perfect. That's what I always do, and it generates a lot of money. So take the saturated product and exclude the countries it's going viral in. So you could take the other countries. That's how you do it more untapped. It's not that saturated anymore. And that's how you make it work. That's the first tip. The second way to find out where this product is really, really big is by using the AliExpress review section. If you scroll down on your AliExpress page, you will see a review section where people put in reviews, pictures of it, you know, 1 to 5 stars. And there you can actually see where all the reviews are from. So you'll see, for example, one of the reviews is from Russia and a lot of other ones are from the US. So just scroll down AliExpress. We're not going to waste any time. This is just how we do it. So scroll down AliExpress, see the reviews, see which countries it comes from. And if a lot of them is from the US, probably time to exclude the US. You want to show it to sort of like newer places. And that's how you do it. So you utilize Google Trends and the review section on Ali, and you'll figure out which countries it's too saturated and you should not sell to. Once you're done with that, you figure out where to not sell it. Once you're done with that and figure out where not to sell it, what you can do now is to work on your ad copy. This one thing that's going to be really important is to get a custom one. You could either order one on Viral Ecom Vids Fast. I could try to put the link in the description. Pretty good page to sell it for like 45. No, they don't sponsor me. I don't even know who it is. But they do that. So you could go there if you want and get a custom made video. But the moral of the story here again is that don't just steal another person's viral video, because then the customer sees all the same over and over again. If you want to win with saturated products, make sure that you show them something they haven't seen before, because they've seen a lot of these stuff, especially if you're using sort of like more general interest. So get yourself a custom ad copy, use another video. Just don't use the saturated stuff, don't steal stuff. Same goes with the description. Make your own description, picture, paragraph, gifs in description, whatever. That's perfectly fine, but don't steal other people's description, don't steal other people's ad copies, because you're just gonna end up like them, making 0 sales, or like ending up as a copycat, while one guy that owns it actually makes the sales. So stop stealing stuff. You gotta be original with a saturated product that's not original, sort of, if you understand what I mean. Make sure you do that. Also guys, if you're selling worldwide, which I highly recommend you, especially if you're doing saturated products, exclude the e-packet countries could probably also be a way to go. But anyways, if you're selling worldwide, make sure that you guys have a currency converter, because it's gonna be the difference between sales or not. Mostly only business people and people working in banks are the people that knows the different currency. If I would ask to my mother what a euro is, she probably wouldn't know how high it is, what's it worth, right? So get a currency converter so people can actually see it in their own currency, and use Currency Converter Plus, because that one goes over or sort of like almost every currency in the world. So Currency Converter Plus is the app. Also get Luke's reviews, but this is not a strategy video like that though. But Currency Converter Plus and Luke's reviews, those are really good apps. Just have a currency converter if you're selling online always. If you're running a saturated product, most of the interest that's sort of like general, the bigger interest, let's say is selling a dog product, the interest that's called dogs and dog lover and dog life, whatever, those interests are probably used up if it's like 100 million plus in size. So you don't want to use too general of an interest this time, which I always recommend you guys to go broad, go general. But when you're doing a saturated product, don't go general, because the general interests are already used up. Everyone in the general interest sites have seen this product. That's the thing. Find other interests. Use your Facebook suggestions, but the suggestions will only show you 30 interests. So in order to find better suggestions, instead of just seeing the same 30 ones over and over again, is to stack interest in ad set and then hit suggestions. It's gonna mix up a lot and find different suggestions for you. And I also do recommend you guys to type in keywords. That's the best way to find interest. Just type in, if you're selling a dog product, type in dog alive, type in animals in general. Just type in a lot of stuff to see which suggestion pops up and stuff like that. That's how you find good interest. Don't want to only work with the 30 ones you're getting suggested, especially not if you're doing a saturated product. Because if you work with the same interest as everyone else that's just broad and normal, you're gonna get the same results as anyone else, which is in most cases not really that good. So find your own interest to work for you. Don't just sell an interest that everyone else is using. That was the most important tip of the video, I'm pretty sure. Tip number 3 or 4, don't sell too saturated. There will be sort of like a space where you're just too saturated, like 50,000 orders, way too much. That's it. Just don't sell too saturated product. And this tip is about having the advantage, how, you know, just outworking everyone just by Facebook being on your side. The more sales you have in a niche, the higher the chance of you getting sales while testing. So if I were to have 20 sales in the skincare niche and run the same product as a person that has 0 sales with the same interest, everything the same, I would in most cases win and get the winning product, and he will probably get 0 sales. The more your pixel is optimized in that niche, the more sales you have in that niche, could even just be like 5 to 10. It's a really good thing. So make sure, guys, if you have a niche that you have a lot of sales in, always utilize it, because it's going to be so much easier. So if you have a lot of sales in the jewelry niche, try to test another jewelry product, because most likely going to pop off. That means you don't even have to use your lookalikes to test. You could just use pure pixel data, and your pixel knows the dog niche, for example. That means you're good to go to test another dog product, and Facebook will favor you because your pixel is already optimized to it. Sort of like more advanced optimization. No one really knows exactly Facebook's system, but it's sort of like that, right? So if you want to outwork your competitors, it would be really nice to have a decent pixel in that niche. And it doesn't have to be a lot of sales. I already told you guys, 5 to 10 sales is a good beginning. Probably puts you up to like 10% higher chance. And I see this over and over again by every guy that I coach. Always ask them before we start coaching, is there any niches that you have a couple of sales in? If it's not, that's perfectly fine. We'll make sales in a new one. We can always make sales in one you haven't. But if there's a niche that you have a couple of sales in, you'll have the advantage over people that doesn't have it. So custom ad copy. Don't use everyone else's. Don't sell to saturated lands. It's not going to work. Countries that's too saturated. Make your own product description. And if you have a pixel that has a couple of sales in a niche, you have the advantage over a lot of other people. Facebook is sort of going to favor you, give you the sales. But there will always be a guy, if you run the general interest that's really big, there will be a guy that has even more sales than you, or is even more favored in Facebook, or just ran it when it was not saturated. They will always have the advantage. But if you have some sales, pretty cool. You already got an advantage. So that would be nice. And to end this video off, I wouldn't really recommend you guys to run saturated products unless it's, for example, like Black Friday or something like that. You could run it, or, you know, Halloween, seasonal stuff. It's okay to run saturated then. But for me, for example, I don't do it. My sweet spot in the orders is like anywhere from 0 orders to 1,000 orders. I do find a lot of good products there. So I wouldn't recommend any of you guys to do saturated products, because that's not what I teach on this channel. I teach untapped products, and I have a product research strategy as well. I'll link the product research strategy down in the description. And that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. That's all the tips I have, because I'm not running too many saturated products. I run like 2, and that's me running 1, and one of the guys in coaching running 1 as well. So I don't run a lot of saturated products. I definitely do not recommend you guys to do it either. It's the easy way. Selling saturated stuff is the easy way, and the easier it gets, the harder to make results. You know, the harder you work, the more likely you are to make results. You know, the harder way is often the more rewarding way. So don't even do saturated products. But if you're planning to do this, use this video. These tips are golden. And that's gonna be it for today's video. Smash the like button and subscribe. Would appreciate that a lot. Appreciate all of you guys watching. I love all of you guys, and we're 3 subscribers away from 700, so please subscribe.